And we are live. We are live. I'm streaming at 648p. Interesting. Did not think that was going to be a problem. Mikhail Gorbachev will be here in a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to go to the shooting range. Alright, I'm going to do the kill house. I've done it before, but I did it at night and with a sniper rifle and was not very good at it. Main site. Let's do a hollow. We need whatever is going to bump up control. Oh, the tactical, because why not? Secondary, USP, because the USP is awesome. Red dot, barrel. Flash hider. Deploy. Alright. Not the tutorial, shooting range. Okay. I forget exactly where it is. Let me just no clip to it. Oh. There it is. Oh, X. Probably jump that if I needed to. Is Mike here? There he is.
Hello.
There he is.
Sorry. I did try calling you and I got back. You just wouldn't answer.
Dude, I'm in the shooting range. Also, Discord has this weird thing when on streamer mode it doesn't ring.
Oh god.
So it's kind of annoying. Or at least that's how mine's set up, which makes sense when you think about it, but...
But annoying if you're waiting.
Yeah.
The best would be if they had like a whitelist feature. Like if you would whitelist me or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Alright. I think that's the one I want. Maybe it'll take me the menu. I clicked disconnect, so I was a little worried.
I'm gonna fill my water while you do. Actually, let me show me your party then.
Invited you to the party.
Press page down to join party. Okay, I'm in your party. I'm gonna grab water. I'll be back.
Okay. I'm looking for a 127. For the big boy. We only deal in big boys around here. Get yourself a big boy. 'Cause that's a big boy. Oh goddamn. Well goddamn, the game is just starting. That's nice. Okay, yep. Sure. Sure. This. Yep. Throwables. Looks good. Deploy.
I'm in.
Can I not?
So I got a good one for you I was thinking about today.
What's that?
So, I don't know if you saw they announced that the Overwatch League is going away. Or like
I
the
did
owners
see
get to
that.
vote.
Yeah.
So I think we've talked about this, but I want to see kind of your opinion, because I think I have a stronger opinion now that I've seen that and thinking more. Short of VCs or corporations really wanting it, right? Esports were never a thing, right, in mass market.
Mass market, no. Of course, I mean, the problem is people wanted them to be like, you know, Activision got behind all of their games.
They actually put real money in too.
Yeah, like CDL was consistently one of the highest prize pools, short of like the international.
Oh, I got sniped! Medic!
Because like even if you look at how big the Overwatch one is, if so every team's allowed to take a buyout, basically it's gonna be
Yeah,
like
$7 million.
Oh, brother, get me up, brother.
Just if everyone takes the buyout alone, it will cost Activision $144 million.
Well, no, it won't cost Activision.
So the Overwatch League is funded by.
It'll cost Microsoft $144
Somebody-
million.
That's fair. That is valid.
Help
Also, you actually
me!
saw the Overwatch coming to Steam.
I mean, I think that's the comment that Activision made, I think, was very poignant. Like, they realized they messed up by trying to run their own thing.
They're in the trees, man!
Everyone's realized that. And
How much is this that like? Obviously, Microsoft wanted this to happen, pretty much the Overwatch stuff.
I need a medic!
Help! Help me!
Medic!
local VoIP
Shut
was a
up,
bad
coming
idea.
in.
I mean, like, you know, I'm sure
Help.
Microsoft saw
No!
sales of their stuff go up when
Where are
Game
my
Pass
nades? They don't have
came to Steam.
nades.
Like, that's just the reality
They
of the
don't have
situation.
nades. They don't have nades. I'm on their weapon.
And I believe they even, like, straight up said that at certain points.
It doesn't make sense. Like, it's just Steam is the devil. I understand that,
Oh shit!
but at the same
I mean,
time,
Steam
it is
isn't the
such
devil.
Ah! Look to the tower!
Hold,
Look to
hold
the
on,
tower!
don't talk. There's a shit ton of.
He's in the building. He's in the building. He's here. He's here.
You were saying.
But Steam's user pool is so big that even if you have problems with it, like you
Yeah.
just can't avoid it. And even the big companies
Behind you,
thought they could,
medic!
just can't.
I mean, the fact that EA, Ubisoft, Activision, who else? Like, all of these mega corporations started their own launchers. Only for those launchers to be eviscerated by Steam. To the point where Ubisoft is like, oh, we really fucked up. For those that don't know, Ubisoft never admits mistakes.
Yeah.
So for them to do that was...
I didn't know they had it in them, to be honest with you. I thought the hubris is too strong.
I mean, it had been long enough, right? Like,
And everyone knew.
yeah. I think as soon as Connect Plus or whatever they call their streaming service, or not streaming service, subscription service.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Ubisoft, so, yeah.
I think it's just Ubi Plus. I have it, and it's actually really nice because it's one that gives you the ultimate
Game.
edition of the game. So I mean, you do one big Ubisoft release a year, and you've paid off your subscription.
And like realistically, most people can find an Ubi game in there. Is
Yeah.
it every Ubi game though, or is it, there are some that miss it?
It's effectively all of them. I think the gaps are ones that...
Like, will Avatar be on it?
Will Avatar be on it? Yeah. Everything's day one too. Like it's Game Pass-esque. Same with
EA's
EA's.
some restrictions. I thought EA has the one that's restrictive.
the base tier gets you the 10 days.
That's something of the base tier.
The top tier is you get the Ultimate Edition with the early access. Excuse me, you get everything. And like with their sports games, they even have the added benefit of a monthly pack.
Oh, really?
So like as soon as you start to factor in like, okay, if you're a big Madden player, right, like maybe it doesn't make a ton of sense because you got to justify $140 a year for this, but you're getting the $100 version of Madden, so you're getting early access, and you're getting a monthly pack drop.
I am waiting for the studio to be ballsy enough to like drop something like that one, right? Because that's the argument for that being such a good value, and just like forcing someone to pay for the subscription a year at the same cost or something.
The same
'Cause,
cost as
maybe like how what a game would cost.
I mean, it basically is. Like,
But like you force them, because the idea there would be is you have the argument of enough people forget to not renew that it's worth money.
I think with like with the Madden crew, right? Those would be the ones that obviously they're going to subscribe, and then they're going to keep it because they play Madden every year. So, you wouldn't really be, kind of goosing anyone out of any money in that sense. Now, I will admit, like, the EA one, I use a ton. I'll hop into, like, I don't know how many FIFA games I've played because of it. Like,
Oh yeah, I can only imagine.
I'd never play a FIFA game. But when they had the story modes in the FIFA games, like I just downloaded FIFA, and then
I feel like we never talked about that. I feel like the streaming was made for the casual sports player. Like I think that's the ideal world.
Oh, like game streaming?
Like I just want to go on a match. I don't care about.
But you need the sports games are way more responsive than you think.
They are, but how much does the casual person notice?
Oh, the average person would notice lag in Madden. 1,000%.
Oh yeah.
because so much of Madden now is timing based. Like it's, you know, the tap versus hold on a button, right? Like
Means
it's a
something.
throw. That's a huge one. If there's lag, you'd end up bullet passing everything, which is fine. Like everyone does that. Anyway, so. But yeah, then you would be running into the issue of you never want to be the company whose streaming game caused a massive upset or something in a Madden tournament.
Oh
Because
god.
like Madden tournaments bring in a shit ton of money. They pay out a shit ton of money. And you know, if your game is going to be streaming and the streaming delay is what took someone from, you know, winning a game to, oh, they got a delay game penalty because the lag is so severe, which I don't think it would ever be that bad, but you know, still, if you're lagging in the order of anything noticeable, a lot of people play Madden and run
Let's go, boy!
Mhm.
and you can't have that and, you know, a mushy response, because people are going to be getting called for delay of games all the time. Now, people have already broken Pro Madden by the one guy ran, what was it, like fullback dive every play. Like, go look up, I don't remember if it was 22 or 23, like the Madden Championships, and just how much of a farce the guy that won made it. Because, like, he figured out a strategy where he could control the ball for a whole quarter, score once, go for two. It didn't matter because, you know, if the other team scored and kicked the extra point, so it's 7-6, but now he can run the clock out and score at the very end. I think he had like a punter as his quarterback too, which
Oh, you.
I assume you died.
I've been dead.
I'm gonna say because your local came across. I figured you were holding the V.
Being dragged.
So I saw a clip on Instagram before we started streaming that
General So's, I got
makes me want to get back into Among Us.
Okay, gone.
They put me in a room.
Everyone in the lobby, like, their names were him, it, he, me.
My teammate, what the fuck?
Like,
Help me!
Me.
it was all stuff that, yeah,
Oh, dude, you're in such
I
a
get it.
vulnerable position.
the names were so confusing, which
help us now.
I love.
Only like Japanese and Korean.
You guys are so fucked up. Holy shit. Shut up.
Because it's just so stupid. Like, it's the perfect thing for that game. Like, people that take that game way too serious.
Yeah, 'cause you have to work with people who are willing to play that game.
Yeah. And I mean, the crew that we had when we would play Among Us were generally good. But then you had, like, Corey, who was trying way too hard.
Oh my god! Oh man! God damn it.
So, like, what would be awesome, right, is if we go down to MomoCon next year, saying we get invited again, right? We go down to MomoCon next year, and we get, like, 2 or 3 panels together. There's a guy I can't see. We get, like, 2 or 3 panels that we have talked to, and we just have a big game of Among Us, and we do that. Like, everyone's name has to be, like, someone, it, there. Generic terms like that, which would be... would just make it so much more fun. And if you could make that a panel...
Yo, I'm trying to build a fucking house. Can you leave me the fucking
Right,
house?
like, that would be... ideal, right? Like, if we could do that for an hour, we could do that for an hour. If we could pitch that panel and get it approved, that panel could be the most fun one at MomoCon. I picked someone as well. I like how all of the Flash cameos are out on Twitter today.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that, like, it's on
It's on demand.
demand. Well, it's NFT, remember?
Oh my, I was that for a story and I was dying.
Yeah, you can probably take that out, because unless we record, like, tomorrow, it's gonna be a non-story pretty quick.
The big thing of the story is that it's the worst DCEU performing movie, non-pandemic.
Well, and what I cannot believe, right, is DC was putting
All of their marketing.
all of their marketing, and it was the highest they had been on a movie since The Dark Knight.
How did you remember the story? Do you remember last year? There was a story of how Warner only had so much cash, they only had enough budgeting for 2 movies. They chose The Flash and what was the cult movie with Chris Pines?
The cult movie.
Came out end of last year.
No idea. Can't remember.
With God, I can pretty sure. What's that one? What's the guy from One Direction? What's his name? Harry Styles?
Yeah, Harry Styles.
What's that movie?
There's probably Harry Styles.
Don't Worry, Darling.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, that was their entire market budget between those 2 films.
Yeah. I gotta say, I think 127 people on this map is way too many.
Yes.
This map is not big enough for...
Also, is that SAG-AFTRA strike ever gonna end with the whole AI stuff?
Well, considering you had Ron Perlman with a very thinly veiled threat at Bob Iger, like...
True, but Rob Perlman's probably not the default one I would use, but yeah, that's fair. Like, he's not exactly known for his temper. I mean, lack of temper.
Yeah.
You need someone calmer, I think, would make it. But either way, I agree with what you're saying. Like, I think there's a general, they're pissed. Matt Damon with his PR obviously telling him to say something new.
Well, and I thought it was interesting, right? Greg Miller tweeted out that he's doing, you know, a panel at Comic-Con.
So I read it, but they explained that one.
Yeah, and it was cool that he, like, posted a screenshot of, hey, what should you do if you're already contracted for this? And it's like, do
Finish
it.
your contract. Yeah.
Because, you know.
Don't ruin your reputation. Like,
Yeah.
don't, like, long-term ruin your career.
Yeah, this strike is not, you know, influencers are not part of this strike.
Right, this is not what this is about. Like, if they're actually acting, that's different. But, like, broadly speaking, it's not about, like, hosting jobs and stuff. Like, this is a very specific, like,
Yeah.
it's a residual, it's an AI fight. You know what I was reading, which I think is pretty funny? So, you know how, like, Disney's now putting things in ABCs there, but they don't have stuff?
Yeah.
Writers were saying they're getting the residual checks
shit
they
on my
wanted
head, friend.
because this negotiations just happening now because all the stuff on when it goes on TV has the regular TV deal revenue.
Yeah. Well, and did you see the shitty thing, like,
Well, that was rude.
the one actress from Orange is the New Black that was like, here's my SAG-AFTRA check. It's 37 cents. And they were in like a season and a half of the show.
Fuck up.
Like, obviously it sucks, right? Like, it should not be the way that it is. Now, am I saying streamers should be the sole culprit of the strike? No, because they were just taking advantage of the rules in place. I was trying to explain this to someone at work that was just not understanding it, that streaming services are not the reason behind the strike. Right?
Like they are, they could give them better deals.
They could give them better deals, but those deals were like, that was just savvy businessman moves. It's
Yeah.
the AI, it's the breaks, it's the, you know, it's 1,000 other things. The streamers are not the reason people are on strike. Right.
But the way it's structured, that's assumes the consequences of
Yeah.
I don't strike.
And then I was like, well, you know, the Emmys are coming up, or Emmy voting is coming up pretty soon, because nominations are out. I'm like, people are just gonna go tribal again, like it was back in, you know, 2009 to 2014, where no one's gonna vote for streamers because of the strike, because, you know, you're gonna support the lesser of two evils, and
The
unfortunately,
issue is how many of those are there though that are non-streamers that you could vote for?
I mean, like HBO is considered traditional still, so
Depending on the show.
almost none of the Max originals are really nominated for much. White Lotus, but I think that aired on terrestrial.
Okay.
I think everything from HBO is HBO.
Yep.
It's not. There's only one ticket left, and we're winning. Did we seriously win by one ticket?
Mm-hmm.
No, we won 75 to nothing.
Damn.
Transport.
That was a good turnaround though.
All vehicles, big map, capture flags. Yes, please. Yeah, like, Last of Us was on terrestrial.
I forget that was on
Succession
terrestrial. Yeah.
was on terrestrial. Like, you know, I just don't see. I don't see Netflix picking up like maybe they should.
So I was trying to think the solution to that, and to me, because obviously the one of two things is you do the per view whatever calculation, like you jack to get a penny or whatever, but that one you could see problems with, right? Because they're not controlling for people who just like run in the background, and the other one is like if that streamers have to take a percentage of the revenue and put it into like a pool, and then you just divide by like time, like kind of like a YouTube thing with a set amount. But again, the problem with this one is it's not like linear TV where you make more money directly from that, where they might or they might not. You might get all of your subscribers watching it versus new subscribers watching the show. There's too many variables unless you track that.
I mean, the thing with like, you know, you're saying can you do it without like just paying for views?
I'm not saying
That's
without
how
paying a view.
Nielsen works. Like, it doesn't matter if you're actively watching it or not.
But this difference with that one, though, I would view it as is that they will directly get more because the next week they just be like, our ads cost double. That's not how Netflix works from that point of view. That's what I was saying. Because like that, Netflix, unless you actively can go, we gained these subscribers, we actually didn't gain any viewers from this show.
But they always will advertise like, oh, you know, Netflix gained, you know, it's usually around Stranger Things, right?
Right.
Netflix gained
Alright, y'all ready to fight some motherfuckers?
X million subscribers.
And again, I think they have these numbers in the back end, and what I would probably say it is an actor should get paid residuals different if it's your show caused people to sign up versus they happen to be already subscribed. Like that
But
almost seems like a
that's the
solution too.
that's the
You're a
problem.
horrible,
right?
horrible driver, man.
You know, take ESPN for example, right? Because they're a really good one to look at.
Mhm.
They charge a shit ton of money for like 2 shows,
Lovely.
right? Like 2 shows really bring in the revenue.
Okay,
But
that was intentional.
you're not, you know, you're trying to tell me that the anchor at 2 in the morning for SportsCenter should get less residuals than the anchor at 6 in the evening.
Alright,
You know,
I'm
like-
not.
Isn't that how movies work now though? Like if you residuals, like different people's positions do make more. Am I wrong?
For
I think I'm way
movies?
off on how contracts work. Tell me I'm wrong.
Movies are different than TV, so like the TV standpoint of it's based on viewers and other things.
But is it a direct like number of like each viewer's worth X, or is there some level of variance?
Not necessarily. There are like general. Hey, you did. You know, this AEW Dynamite drew an average of 985,000 views.
Mhm.
Right. Great. In this situation, obviously, wrestlers are independent contractors, so it's a little weird. But based on screen time, you would get paid on those 985,000 viewers.
Mhm.
So TV is based on screen time more than anything.
That makes sense. I do know it's like per thing you get paid, like
Yeah.
so episode or whatever. I knew that matters too.
It's why I love seeing the people that I know that have been extras on things. They're set. Oh shit! Apparently you can't drive through water, unlike Battlefield. I love seeing their SAG-AFTRA checks because it's like, you know, they'll be in 50 episodes of this show, and they'll make like $5 or something like that because they say one line.
So
But
they're in
it's
50 units.
yeah, it's itemized 50 lines. And you're like, this is stupid, but hilarious.
Also, my favorite is still the memes because the last time this happened, like with all the strikes, Ronald Reagan was SAG-AFTRA president. I like the memes of Fran Dresser becoming president of the United States because of it.
God, what actor would we want to become a politician?
The answer is none, right?
Yeah, I mean, Reagan was in a weird situation where he was always kind of in politics.
Yeah, it's not like that was not an accident. Like he was an actor first, but yes, 100%. Because let's be honest, as much as everyone jokes The Rock, I feel like The Rock probably actually knows nothing about anything.
Oh, The Rock knows jack shit about literally everything. But his charm
Oh, I understand
gets him
what
through
charm.
so much.
I view him as press secretary material.
Oh, 1,000%.
Or more likely the spokesman, because they don't have to know stuff, they just have to be charming.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need The Rock up there doing the White House press briefings. It doesn't matter what your name is. Like, God, that would be hilarious. On that topic, what would be the perfect, like, wrestler president, wrestler cabinet?
Are we looking for like a serious administration?
Yeah.
See, the serious is where it gets harder, I think.
Like, at least semi-serious, right?
No, I know.
If we're gonna
Yeah.
have Rock be our press secretary.
I was gonna sound like a good one. Kane, I feel like should be like Secretary of Defense.
I don't know. He's a little.
But the loose cannon as Secretary of Defense, I kind of like it.
It's not even
gonna
loose
lie.
cannon. It's. I don't think that guy knows what 2 + 2 is.
He does run a city.
Supposedly.
It is real weird, by the way, one time I turn on the news and see him just like seriously doing a press conference.
Yeah. Well, what's the weirdest is when they say, Glenn Jacobs, formerly known as Kane, and you're like, he hasn't been known as Kane in like 15 years.
Serious answer is I feel like the Miz should be somewhere in administration.
Oh yeah.
Like I think he ekes politician, right? He ekes like vice president.
Yeah, I think you would have Mike be vice president. Oh, there's a guy that is in the Jeep. Oh, you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. You wanna come get me? bud?
President I have a hard time with though.
You wanna come get me?
I'm not in a car.
No, I'm dead.
Where are you?
In the river.
Oh.
The guy that I called out that I'm assuming you killed
Mm-hmm.
is the one that killed me. So. Yeah, I guess like.
Like who's a serious president?
I mean, you want to say John Cena, right? Like.
Yeah, but here's the Rock problem.
He does, but I feel like he's. You know, he's a little more in tune with world politics because he was doing all of the. You know,
His
the
figure in
Chinese stuff,
tuning is just to say apologize in Mandarin.
which he did a shitty job at, but.
I mean, it's good, but that's.
But he at least seems to know what's going on in the world.
That's right.
Like-
The Rock, I'm convinced only as yes men around him who just like make
Yeah.
up Rock-related news for the day.
Yep, exactly. Like. Cena is doing a lot of this stuff himself or with a very small team.
Yeah, he has a team, but it's not the same as.
So, yeah, I mean, I could see like, hold on, let me, or did I get rid of my? I must have. Okay. Between, you know, if we had Cena as president, Mizanzin as VP.
Okay, what's a big one? Who would be our Treasury Secretary, and why is it Shane McMahon?
Why is it Shane McMahon? Because he's
Of
run
course.
several billion-dollar companies.
And you just get to say, "Here comes the money." Time he shows
I mean,
up.
that's hilarious, right? Like,
That's what I mean. He walks
That's-
into a meeting.
okay, I'm making this a proclamation. If you and I get into politics together, we are doing press conferences and coming out to entrance music.
Here comes the money. Before you just go.
And then, like, State of the Union, we have pyro. Because it's our WrestleMania.
And we got cut in half. As like fireworks, you know, but you're still inside like
Oh, yeah.
Congress. Like you're
Yeah,
still
you're
inside.
still on congressional floor. It's just, yeah, there's pyro going off. There's, you know, a Titantron. We do it like it should be. You know, like, we're taking Idiocracy and making it real life.
Life.
Someone give me a bullet.
Idiocracy was real life, though. Let's be honest.
Unfortunately, yes. Too much of that movie has proven to be more real than fiction. Yeah, I mean, Shane McMahon's going to be your Secretary of Treasury. Who's our Secretary of Transportation?
trying to think like someone who's like gimmick is like, you know, this like kind of. We need a biker.
Well, no, like.
And first off, how did we never say the obvious answer of who our true press secretary is?
Who would be our press secretary?
My name is Paul Heyman, and I represent.
No, I think Paul Heyman has to stay an advocate, so like he is the.
He's just a commentator, like a political news commentator.
No, like SecDef just doesn't have a talking head, so it's just Paul Heyman does the SecDef briefings.
Pretty good.
Shit, sniper. I mean, Department of Agriculture is Broncos, right? Like, no other wrestler has turned into such a prolific farmer.
Also, what does that say? We've only chosen WWE wrestlers.
Because that's been around the longest. And I feel like, you know, it's because WWE is about the soap opera. It's not about... AEW is about the wrestling. So, yeah, and then you'd have, what, like... transportation, treasury...
You said defense. Homeland
No, we
Security?
haven't said defense, we just... Paul Heyman is like the mouthpiece for SecDef, so maybe that's what it is, like, he is the SecDef.
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman's
I
SecDef,
represent the
God, you can't have
Genius
shit in
Nation.
Chicago.
You know, the question is, who's UN ambassador?
Jade Cargill. Or Mercedes Monet. Because she's got at least the Japanese experience.
Yeah, because that's the allies with the most concern on the world stage, the Japanese. To be fair, if we get good allies with them, can we tell them to stop sending their furries over here?
Well, it would have to be a trade, right? Like, stop sending furries, and we'll stop sending weeaboos.
We'll ban them.
Yeah, that's a shoot on sight. We're gonna fix this country from the inside out. Any weeaboo, that's a shoot on sight.
Someone orders a body pillow, it's just a FBI raid.
Is that teetering on Nazi style? Absolutely.
No. This is different. If this is what that was about, it wouldn't even be in the history book, to be honest with you. We'd just all pretend it never happened, we'd accept it.
Oh shit. RPG.
That's what got us?
I believe so. It was something that came in from the side, so I'm assuming.
No, you're killing it nowhere.
Still need heals, my guy. I'm working on it.
Yes,
I'm getting
sure.
fucking pushed.
Remember me. Missile?
Medic, pick
The
people up.
darkness is coming.
You can. Pick people up, pick people up.
They didn't get me on time.
The way that you died, like, you're just slumped over halfway through getting up. I'll try to stay, out of combat long enough for you to spawn in there.
No, no, I'm owning you back.
We'd have to have Sami Zayn in there for something.
Come here to kill.
Let's try and make it the same thing then. The smart Bureau of Small Businesses. SBA never really matters.
I was gonna say like family housing, since that's what SAM
Bud.
for Syria kind of is.
Yeah. The issue is there's so many bullshit secretary positions.
Yeah.
Who's Secretary of Education?
Don Callis. Actually, no. L.A. Knight is Secretary
Yeah.
of Education.
See, if we didn't use the Miz, this is where the Miz would come in.
Yeah.
Because Miz TV, we changed it like a children's program.
Yeah. Maybe that's what we do. We swap L.A. Knight and Miz.
Yeah, because you want that. Come on, the Miz TV sounds like a good Sesame Street, doesn't it?
I guess it would be whoever's over with the kids, right? Like L.A. Knight, Miz, like one of those types. No, Department of, what is it, like Family and Opportunity?
Health and Human Services.
Health and Human Services. Rey Mysterio Jr.
Do you mean Dom?
No. Ray, because he beat the shit out of his kid. And who uses a lot of that stuff? Those that beat the shit out of their kids.
I feel like if we wanted this to be a corrupt nation, the president would be MJF.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the MJF Miz ticket?
God, that would be awesome. Oh yeah, we had Mrs. VP. Maybe we keep Mrs. VP. LA Knight be Secretary of Education.
MJF Miz, I would just watch those commercials or those rallies.
I mean, I gotta give the guy credit though. Like,
Buena, loco, eres buenísimo, eres buenísimo.
you
Eres
know,
buenísimo, loco, déjame curarte.
he wrote that note
Sí, sí, te
some
escucho.
10 years ago
Oh,
when he started wrestling school that he wanted to have a match with Adam Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And dude literally manifested it.
oh no.
Oh yeah, no, very talented.
Also, his Facebook post where he's like, "Hey, I'm chasing my dreams. I'm stopping football and trying this wrestling thing out." Is one of those posts where it's like, it's kind of hard to see like the actual person for a lot of these wrestlers now because they blend it a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a great example of, look, this is who this guy is. You can kind of see like the beginnings of MJF in that post.
Mm-hmm.
So. I got 2 on me.
The best was the MJF stuff because they had during the Punk MJF feud when they had all the old pictures of him with Punk when he was a kid.
Yeah.
That was like stuff like that made it a good feud because like oh yeah they get, like he just happened to have that stuff so it checks out.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Did you see your tickets tomorrow? Or was it Saturday?
Saturday morning.
Nice.
Stay away.
It looks like it'll be Nolan's highest rated film.
At least at premiere.
Mm-hmm. Can it beat the box office of Dark Knight?
Yes.
Cause hear me out, I'm torn because like Nolan's really good at making money, but he's never good at like that ultimate mainstream level, and I feel like Dark Knight hit that.
I mean,
Like, Nolan's
Oppenheimer's
always
gonna
more
beat
of-
it because
Nolan's more of a Scorsese than he is a Spielberg when it comes to box office.
yeah,
Where he does really, really well, but he can never hit that final barrier.
yeah. It'll beat Dark Knight because the average ticket price has gone up like $2 since Dark Knight.
Was it Rises? What's his highest? Is it Rises or Dark Knight? For box.
I believe it's Dark Knight. But
I didn't remember if Rises beat it just because it was on the hype of Dark Knight. Because Dark Knight no one quite expected to be as good.
yeah, Dark Knight had a very long tail, but all those movies did. Like, movies from that era just had a stupid long tail.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I mean, it's the famous thing of, you know, Avatar was in theaters for, I think, 6 months when it first came out.
Okay, I have Nolan's box office in front of me.
Okay.
You ready? This is gonna be worst performing to highest. This is gonna be up. So his following is his worst. Then Memento. Memento made extra money though.
Yeah.
Still 40 mil. Prestige. Insomnia. Tenet. Tenet's at 7. Begins.
Tenet's at 7, and it had, like, no theatrical release.
$365 million.
Jesus. Good for him.
Batman Begins beat it barely at 373 mil. Dunkirk at 527. Interstellar at 716.
716's pretty
Inception
good.
at 836. Ooh, The Dark Knight at a straight bill, which means Rises. We are a winner once I can find where it is.
Hey there, nerd!
Which means Rises are a winner at roughly like 80 million more.
So just inflation.
Yeah, which is why I was wondering. But yeah. But if Nolan can pull like a 1.1 bill, would be his record. But yeah, Tenet for being out like in a COVID theaters still pulled in 370 mil. But it's like the only movie also.
That's true.
you.
Like it was probably one of the highest rated films just period that year. And Tenet would have done way higher if it was a normal box office for sure. Whether it was a mixed result or not, it still would have got, I think, enough. I think it broke 500 mil.
Oh, it could have done over
Yeah,
500.
no looking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it could have still done, I think, more than it did. That wasn't like just a quality thing. That was I think I got stopped by the pandemic. Apparently this is fall damage.
How far did you fall? This dude's name is shitting on the stove, and I have to heal him. That's too funny.
I can't believe, by the way, that we're literally waiting though in the UK until October for this Activision deal.
Oh, the UK can't do shit anyways. It doesn't matter if it's an Activision deal or if it's deciding on what color to paint a road. It takes them 6 months to do anything.
Also, yeah, going into this, I never guessed it was the UK government holding it. I would have guessed the EU or the US, not the UK.
I would have said the UK would have held it up, but just because they
But I would think they're
couldn't
the
get to a
only one.
decision.
Yeah, I would like this to me is just because they're the only holdouts to me is what I didn't expect.
How the fuck are we about to win? up by 200 tickets.
That's all.
But how are we up by 200 tickets? I feel like I haven't moved in 40 minutes. I've just been pinned down by tanks and shit.
I was gonna say, this has been very much a stalemate.
No.
I hate that as soon as an objective is, like, contested, you can't spawn on it.
I know. I wish there was like some sort of marker like halfway or whatever. Like, give me something to work with, like not immediate.
I mean, just do the battlefield thing. Like, as long as your team has control, you can spawn.
Right, because the idea is defending should be way harder to take than defend.
Yeah.
With this game, I feel like it's super easy to take.
Yeah. I mean, case in point, how many times have we seen we've captured whatever, almost immediately followed by the enemy captured that objective? Holy shit, they're
The war zone, son.
pretty much is. Fuck. I wish there was some form of kill cam.
Yeah. Even like where they give me a range or so, give me something to work with.
Yeah, like the camera just snaps to where they are, roughly.
I like some games do it where you just get their current view for like a half second or something. You don't see the cam. Because I can see from a memory point of view where doing that's a pain in the ass. Because you have to be continually recording everyone's feed.
Call of Duty figured it out.
Sure, they're probably just went, we're Call of Duty, we have 10 million programmers, we'll figure this out.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is like, it wouldn't like scale point of view.
So I looked at my my schedule for short track races coming up, and there's the 1 week where we're both gone that I'm going to a race. A week before that, 6 days before we're both gone for that stream, I'm at another one, and it's another like star-studded, several NASCAR drivers, like. It's 30 grand to win, I think.
Oh wow.
Like, dude, I'm seeing, like, the best of the best when it comes to short track racing within a week.
Which other 2 dates you going? 9th and what else?
Just the 9th. For
Okay.
Wednesdays.
Oh, you joined a different server than me?
I have no idea. Did I?
Are you live? No, we're on the same team, it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, I just booted you by accident. That's not
No.
what I thought that did.
No!
What squad are you in? Mike, what squad are you in?
I have no clue how to do that. Oh, there we go. Let's meet in November.
It's locked.
No, it's not.
It's got a lock for me.
I'm in it. Can you meet in Quebec?
Yeah.
I'm in Quebec, are you?
Yes, I'm in Quebec.
I'm in there with Bobby Hill and Narsley.
We might be on the other team.
The other team. I think that's what happened when you kicked me.
Change
Do you
team.
have... Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Cool.
Do I have what?
Pretty good.
Camouflage. I don't have any camouflage. I guess. I want that AK-15. I have a flashlight.
Woo!
Fear me, for I have the power of light. I don't know what the difference between the regular flashlight and the tactical flashlight is.
One's tactical.
So it's $50 more. Bobby Hill! God damn it, Bobby. Oh shit, they are like... They're all over on that thing. They're all to the right.
Oh, I see all of them.
How? How did you get me with an MP7? From distance. I'll try medic. I equipped the suicide C4, so we'll see how that goes. Damn it, Bubby.
Come on. To freedom. Nope, no freedom.
Help me, brothers. Thank you, brother.
I do wish they had a parachute.
Yep. They were just four medics basically giving each other a blowjob. I was like,
Did you
why
stop
can I
him?
not heal that dude? What? I got an assist from something. I'm not sure how. Oh no, we lost the D. We're Caitlyn Jenner.
Hey now.
Hey now. Hey now. The enemy captured the D. They're Dylan Mulvaney. No, wait. Wrong
That-
way.
Wrong way, wrong way.
Yeah. I don't know who's a popular one that transitioned to a guy.
There aren't any.
Exactly.
That at least I know of.
There's the one that like 10 years ago did it and then ended up killing themselves.
Hmm.
Other than that, I can't think of any. They're just too few and far between. Oh shit! Oh. What the hell? I'm trying to...
What the fuck?
I want to bandage the dude. I was trying to heal a guy and left-clicked and fired like 3 shots into his back. And it said, assist counts as kill, and I'm like, oh shit, what did I do? Oh, hey, hello.
Hello.
It's me.
Hi.
I've forgotten what the world was like till it fell at my feet. It's no secret that the both of us
Going.
No.
are running out of time.
Dum dum.
It's Adele as sung by Blink-182. I know I would and will continue to catch a lot of flack for it. I cannot stand Blink-182.
What?
Yeah. They're just too whiny.
That's the genre, though.
It's, well, okay, whiny's not the right word. It's too nasally.
All the small things.
I guess it was what? It's the UFO dude. He's the problem.
Hmm.
Tom DeLonge, is that what his name is?
Yeah.
Better.
I see him.
Hello. Hello.
Sorry, no, I was VoIP chatting this dude that was a Crescent Matter.
Hello.
I wish Discord and I wish everything played nice so that I could, when you trigger VoIP, it mutes you in
Here's a
whatever
good
service you're
one. How
using.
long until someone finds a way to use Discord as their, like, VO system?
Somebody
game?
did that, was it? It was one of the consoles.
Do they actually? No, so PlayStation has it, but I mean, like, full-blown, like, use it as the tech in the back end.
Oh. I want to say Microsoft has it too, and I believe their integration is a little more like...
Because that to me would be like, imagine this and like what it is when you join this thing, it just auto pulls your Discord into like a voice server.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Because like, what I'm intrigued by, like, because Discord, like any tech company wants more money, and like the system already exists, they can handle the workload, right? So like all of that seems, practically speaking, like it's there.
God damn it, Bobby. Heal me if you're gonna ping me that you're healing me. Alright, I'm attacking Charlie. Oh, they're all right here.
They are here.
Switch, goddammit. Yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know how... That would be potentially tough to figure out, because... How do you handle, like, accounts? Because...
Have them log in.
Would you need... Would the game require a Discord account to play the game, basically?
If you want to use voice chat, probably.
Which is, I mean, that's the biggest reason that nobody uses voice on consoles. Like, 360 packed the microphone in. As soon as there was an extra step, everyone stopped using it. Now it's come full circle, and the DualSense has a microphone in it, and it's fucking annoying.
Behind.
Like, the number of times I'm playing Battlefield and I get a PlayStation player in my squad and they don't have the DualSense muted is concerningly high.
How many times do you think how many credit cards have gotten stolen because someone orders a pizza and as long as they're not on mute?
Probably not as many as you think.
Because it's not zero, though.
Oh yeah, it's a non-zero number, absolutely.
Like, I've seen people on, like, public transit do it, okay? For sure people in their home now isn't mute.
They're on B, they're on.
What, no party this week?
No? Keeping it that way.
You're keeping no parties in the house?
No parties in the house. I guess that's the rule.
Is your house Los Angeles?
Yep.
There's no more parties. That song, like, God, like, if Kanye didn't go crazy. You literally
Okay.
had a Kanye song with a Kendrick feature.
But think of what you just asked. That's a lot to ask.
That's true. But, I mean, that was the song, like, it was a Kendrick feature on a Kanye album. Granted, it was Kendrick before he was
Kendrick.
Kendrick. So. You know, I think Good Kid had just come out. So, like, he was off Section 80, which is good, but you can definitely tell that the talent, you can hear the talent, it's just not quite there. Yes, Queen, I got you. I got you, boo.
What?
Well, his name's Hippo Salad, so... I don't know, I'm just shouting things that I think I've heard on RuPaul's at one point in time. Like, I cannot begin to explain to you how much RuPaul's I ingested just through the internet existing.
That sounds like
I've
a-
never
a
watched an
problem.
episode, right? Like, I've never sat down and actively watched an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race.
I don't know if I believe you, because one shouldn't have to announce that to the world.
But there was a point in time where I knew the contestants on the season.
See,
Because
that's
it was
concerning.
Well, it was so popular in my Twitter algorithm for whatever reason. Right? Like, there were a few people that I followed that were definitely fans of the show, but... And I guess then it brought in other fans of the show. But,
That's usually how ads work.
well, it was not an ad, it was a Twitter algorithm, so...
You don't know they could have paid the code.
It wouldn't surprise me. And they were definitely advertising, you know, while the show was going on, so I would see that. But... I was like, I have zero desire to have this knowledge, but because
it
of the
all.
way that my brain consumes knowledge, I just know this.
And you can never get rid of it.
Exactly.
That's the worst part once you have that knowledge.
And, like, that was the era where, like, Trixie and whoever had their own show. And it was just
You are
started-
speaking a completely different language to me.
You've never heard of Trixie Mattel?
No?
I feel like that's one that has spanned into public consciousness because they had their own show.
God damn it.
Fucking. But yeah, it was like Trixie and something. It was a Vice show or a Showtime show, something like that.
Don't forget we got.
It was like a dumb talk show.
Hmm. Remember the 2000s where literally anyone could get their own talk show?
Yeah.
What's the more wild era on TV? That anyone get their own talk show, or the era where any comedian could get a sitcom?
Where anyone could get a talk show because that's how we got Wendy Williams.
Yeah, because a sitcom you can at least see that like appeal from an advertiser's point of view, and like it was relatively low risk.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like we think of like Seinfeld and like George Lopez as household names, but they're totally only household names because they had sitcoms. Like it's not like before that
yeah.
people knew who George Lopez was.
Quite proud of that headshot.
like-
Maybe Southern California, but yeah, definitely not America.
But like not international. Like George Lopez, most people I expect to have like a glimmer of recognition of that name.
Yeah.
Or like Chris Rock's a good example.
Oh, please tell me you're a medic.
Martin Lawrence is probably a bigger example.
I'm dead again.
Or we're in this weird generation where people might know Jim Belushi more than John Belushi.
Potentially.
Just because like according to Jim was the #1 show on TV.
Yeah.
And you haven't a new movie with his brother in 40 years.
Easy there, bud.
I'm dying.
I'm dying, boss. Stick a dick in me. I'm dying. Imagine if that was the criteria to actually die. Like, you would just be in eternal pain and clinging on to life until somebody just shoved the dick in you. But it'd be one where, like, the second, not even the second, the millisecond that the tip of the penis enters you, you're dead.
You're dead.
So, like, you're never feeling anything. It's
But you just know. But you just
a
know
requirement to die is that.
You know there's like an old Marine who's been alive for thousands of years because he refuses.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like
He's like, I ain't finding this.
I ain't becoming no. I was gonna say I don't think I can say that word on the internet.
That was a close
I'm
one.
to. I'm pretty sure Twitch would just insta ban us.
Insta.
Oh, I don't have any more. Man, sorry.
Well, shit.
Ah! Damn it!
Did you just
What?
go boom boom?
No, I died. This guy tried to res me, and he's like, "Oh, I don't have any more bandages." That's when I said, "Oh shit." And then I watched him run up the stairs and die to a claymore.
Ah!
Help! Help!
God damn it, Bobby.
No.
I died too.
I mean, the enemies are dragging me in more. This is a much closer match now.
I'm bandaging fucking piss. God damn it. I just finished stopping the bleeding, and a grenade rolled right in front of me. Anal candy threw a grenade.
I would not try the taste of that grenade.
Oh, watch out to the right.
Yep.
Never mind. Friendly tank.
Yep, using it.
I'll push up to you to heal. God damn it, somebody find us.
Oh, see him. Oh, see him. They're ready.
I guess get on C and join the
Join
toggle line.
Bodies.
Yeah,
What the
we're going
fuck?
back to World War I here.
Let's go to D.
Okay.
Or don't do what I do.
What'd you do, jump?
Yep.
Did you jump off the bridge?
I'm back. To D we go.
Gotta take that D so we can die.
No, no, we've been over this, sir.
With that plan, though, lesbians would become immortal.
Do we really want that? Think about that for a second.
Just turn the world into the last man.
Because it means, statistically speaking, the more people which means the more likely.
Or, what was that?
Wait, we didn't clarify this. Did we say you always have to die this, or is this you already had to meet the conditions for death?
Yeah, you meet the conditions of death. It's
Okay.
just to cross
it's not
over.
Just saying, it's not just saying like period 1 and all of a sudden nope you're dying.
Yeah, no, it's just
Think of that one for a second. No, men would become like the deadliest weapon. Like that'd be the whole like military thing from behind on purpose.
military would just turn into the con. Great, you know, you shoot the guy, and then you just have a runner that's just got like, just like ripping pants down and just.
This is the most fucked up episode of The Boys. Is what this is.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm picturing it being the one who's not Flash.
Yeah, what's his name?
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the famous scene in the opening where he blasts the dude's girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, like, can you imagine that? But like, that's the subcontext. It's like.
I like how in our hour and a half we've gone from talking about how I want to get back into Among Us to wrestling presidencies to all the great racing I'm going to see to the caveat to dying is you have to take a dick. So how would that work?
They were clarifying the logistics of the rules.
The rules of death and how. Just think, you could never die a virgin.
That's not true.
Well, no, you'd be penetrated.
The center bridge choke point of this map, I think is a good idea, but I feel like it's one of those, it gets obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like, this is like for, let me do, single player campaign, great level.
Yeah.
Multiplayer, ooh, I feel like there needs to be like, we need more vehicles or something. I feel like once you have a good point, like, your side keeps winning it.
Yeah, I mean, literally just holding C like we are. We're able to kind of dictate how things are going. But the side problem is, you know, we're only up by 50 tickets right now. Like, that's the problem. Is, yes, we've got the choke point, but you know, the opposing team is able to capture the points kind of at will. Since we're really only trying to hold on to one. That raises the question of, like, could you win a conquest game by controlling one point and just out-killing your other team?
Technically, yes. The logistical part of that one, a nightmare.
Yeah. I guess, yes, right, like, I understand. Theoretically, you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, could that happen?
No.
Push, 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 push.
No, I lost Charlie. Well, we're gonna lose.
We're still up by...
No, we're down by 20.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, we're fucked. Once it's crossed, we're done.
We're down by 20 and we lost the choke point. Like, That was quick. I keep getting assists. I have no idea who I hit to get an assist, but I'll take them, I guess.
We're in the lead again. By a good margin. We turn this around.
We're only in the lead by 30,
Sure, but we're down by.
40.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not much of a swing, really.
We would have grabbed the points during this is what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, we lost C, but then we capped, I think, 3 of them pretty quickly, so... Shit. Well, game over.
Are we calling it? Doing one more.
57 to nothing. Let's call it because these
Yep.
games can tend to take a while. So
Cool.
we'll see everyone next week. We're both here.
For Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. Back
Assuming
to that
that's
game, so I
good.
have to re-download it.
Assuming it's good.
We'll find out.